bagong topic na naman ang ating discuss ngayong araw na to. Ang topic na to ay tungkol sa derivative of inverse trigonometric function. So, ang derivative of inverse trigonometric function ay meron 6 na formula. So, ang first one is the derivative of the arc sine u is equal to sine to the negative 1 u is equal to 1 over the square root of 1 minus u squared times du over dx. The next is the arc cosine u is equal to cosine negative to the negative 1 u is equal to negative 1 over 1 minus u squared times du over dx. The next is the arc tan u is equal to tan to the negative 1 u is equal to 1 over 1 plus u squared times du over dx. Then arc cotangent u is equal to cotangent to the negative 1 u is equal to negative 1 over 1 plus u squared times du over dx. Then secant is equal to the secant to the negative 1, for arc secant is equal to 1 over u times the square root of u squared minus 1 times du over dx. And the arc cosecant u is equal to cosecant to the negative 1 u is equal to negative 1 over the u times the square root of u squared minus 1 times du over dx. So kung mapansin natin, itong sine at saka itong cosine is the same. So nakaiba lang sila sa negative. Ito yung isa ay positive. Itong tangent and cotangent, is the same also. Nagkaiba lang sila sa sine sa taas. Then secant magkatulad din sa secant and cosecant, nakaiba lang sila sa negative. Example natin dito is we have here dy is equal to arc times 3x. So magkakaroon tayo dito ng let u is equal to 3x. Then yung du over dx natin is equal to 3. Then since the given natin is arc tan, so gagamit tayo ngayon ng tan to the negative 1 u is equal to 1 over 1 plus u squared times du over dx. So this will be y prime is equal to 1 over 1 plus yung u natin is 3x then squared times yung du natin is equal to 3. Then y prime is equal to, just simplify, this will be 3 over 1 plus 1 plus 10. Magkakaroon tayo dito ng 9x squared as the final answer. The next is y is equal to cosine to the negative 1 or arc cosine, then the quantity of 1 minus x. So magkakaroon tayo dito ng let u is equal to 1 minus x, then du over dx is equal to negative 1. Then since ang given natin is cosine, so cosine or arc cosine u is equal to negative 1 over the square root of 1 minus u squared times du over dx. So magkakaroon tayo ng y prime is equal to negative 1 over the square root of 1 minus yung u natin is 1 minus x then squared times negative 1. So negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. Ito, mamultiply natin doon. So this will be equal to all over parang tayo the square root of, expand lang natin itong given natin. So 1 minus, this is 1 minus 2x plus x squared. Then derivative property ng negative. So y prime is equal to 1 all over the square root of 1 minus 1 plus 2x plus not plus, it's minus x squared. So y prime is equal to, cancel out. So magkakaroon tayo dito ng 1 over the square root of 2x minus x squared. This will be the final answer. Next given is y is equal to arc tan x plus arc tan then 1 over x. So magkakaroon tayo dito ng dalawang u. We have to let u sub 1 is equal to x Then du sub 1 over dx is equal to 1. Then yung isa, u sub 2 is equal to 1 over x. Then du sub 2 over dx is equal to negative, just apply ito, mag-apply tayo dito na division property. So pag division property, magkakaroon tayo ng negative 1 over x squared as the answer. So since the given natin is tan or arctan u is equal to tan to negative 1. Yan, it's arctan. So mali. Okay, just erase. Then magkakaroon tayo dito ng 1 over 1 plus u squared times du over dx. So y prime is equal to ito muna. So ito yung gawin natin. So magkakaroon tayo dito ng 1 over 1 plus x squared times 1. Ito yung una. Plus itong second, magkakaroon tayo dito ng 1 plus 1 over x, then squared times negative 1 over x squared. So simplify lang natin. Magkakaroon tayo dito ng y prime is equal to 1 over 1 plus x squared plus, ayan, simplify natin tong part na to. So magkakaroon tayo dito ng 1 over 1 plus 1 over x squared times negative 1 over x squared. Then simplify lang natin tong part na to. Magkakaroon tayo dito ng y prime is equal to 1 over 1 plus x squared plus, using the fraction, magkakaroon tayo dito ng 1 over x squared plus 1 over x squared times negative 1 over x squared. Then continuation natin dito, magkakaroon tayo ng, gamit tayo, isi-simplify natin to. We have to use this as the reciprocal. So y prime is equal to 1 over 1 plus x squared plus, yan. So magkakaroon tayo dito ng reciprocal nya. This will be x squared over x squared plus 1 times negative 1 over x squared. And then y prime is equal to, multiply lang natin to dito. So this will be, or kahit hindi natin siya i-multiply, cancel out na lang tayo. So we can cancel this and this. So magkakaroon tayo ng 1 over 1 plus x squared plus, this is negative 1 over x squared plus 1. So pag sinulat natin siya, this will be 1 over x squared plus 1 plus negative 1 over x squared plus 1. So they are the same, pero pag multiply natin to dito, this will be a negative. So magka-cancel out tayo. So magkakaroon tayo ng y prime is equal to 0 as the final answer. Okay, the next is y is equal to 1 minus x squared tapos arc cosine x minus x. So in this case, apply tayo ngayon dito ng multiplication property sa part na to. So since meron tayong multiplication property, we have to let u is equal to 1 minus x squared, then du over dx is equal to negative 2x. Then yung v natin is ito siya, which is x, then dv, not the x only, so that will be arc cosine. So magkakaroon tayo na cosine negative 1x, then dv over dx is equal to negative 1 over the square root of 1 minus x squared. So, yun yung kanya maging derivative. So, ito namang negative x na to is hiwalay siya dito sa dalawa na to, which is yung ito is multiplication, ito naman is the subtraction. So magkakaroon tayo dito ng y prime is equal to, yung formula natin is u dv over dx plus v du over dx. Then y prime is equal to, yung u natin is 1 minus x squared times dv. Ang dv natin is negative 1 over the square root of 1 minus x squared. Ayan. Plus, this is cosine negative 1 x times negative 2x. Then, derivative nitong negative 1, negative x is negative 1. So, simplify lang natin. So, magkakaroon tayo ng y prime is equal to negative of 1 minus x squared over square root of 1 minus x squared. Then, ito ay magiging negative. So, magkakaroon tayo dito ng negative times, positive times negative is negative 2x r cosine x minus 1. This will be the answer. The next is y is equal to sine to the negative 1 for x, then quantity raised to squared, or the quantity of arc sine for x squared. So, in this case, magkakaroon tayo na apply tayo ng chain rule. Chain rule property ang i-apply natin dito. So, in this case, so since sine ang given natin, so apply tayo ng chain rule is equal to y prime is equal to 2. Then, sine negative 1 for x. Then, multiply tayo ng kanyang chain, which is kukunin natin itong derivative ng ating given. Magkakaroon tayo ng 1 over 1 minus 4x, then squared, yan, times 4 as the derivative ng u natin dito. So, this will be y prime is equal to 2 sine negative 1 4x times 4 over the square root of 1 minus 4. Simplify na natin. This will be not 4. So, this will be 16x squared. Then, after this is, multiply naman natin ito dito. So, y prime is equal to 8 sine negative 1 4x all over the square root of 1 minus 16x squared. This will be the answer.